This line chart tracks global DDR5 memory prices, which have climbed 414% since July 2025. Industry analysts attribute this surge to the AI boom, citing massive demand from data center expansions and the ongoing GPU shortage as the primary drivers of cost. Behind those explanations is a scarcity bubble managed by a three-company oligopoly: Samsung, SK hynix, and Micron. This pie chart shows the global market divided between Samsung, SK hynix, and Micron. By controlling nearly the entire supply chain, these three firms maintain tight production levels to maximize profits during the AI gold rush. This business model relies on the assumption that no other global player has the manufacturing footprint or the technological expertise to challenge their position. While focused on record profits, the Western tech industry overlooked the rapid buildup of manufacturing capacity occurring outside of their control. Kai-Hyun Kyun, the former head of Samsung's chip division, stood before a South Korean engineering forum to issue a public warning. He predicted that the current memory price spike would end permanently by the second half of 2027. This shift will be driven by a massive supply flood led by the Chinese disruptor firm CXMT. CXMT is already achieving top-tier 8,000 megatransfers per second, challenging the idea that Chinese memory technology lags years behind the industry leaders. Evidence of this infiltration is already on Western store shelves. A teardown of these American Corsair DDR5 modules reveals internal microchips stamped with the CXMT logo. Advanced Chinese hardware reached Western consumer hands before the giants realized the competition had already bypassed their technological wall. Beyond the current technological breach lies a massive expansion in production scale for the second half of 2027. This chart shows the projected Chinese-led capacity, an addition of 6 million wafers per month, which dwarfs current global production volumes. Current oligopoly margins rely on this model, a restricted vertical supply line intersecting high demand, keeping prices peaking on the y-axis. When 6 million new wafers hit the market, the supply line violently shifts right, forcing the price point to the bottom. A capacity injection of this magnitude hits the market as a sudden, overwhelming avalanche. The scarcity that supported a 414% price spike cannot be maintained against a physical supply flood of this volume. The timeline extending past 2027 suggests this is a permanent shift in the global market, rather than a temporary dip. By expanding fabrication plants at this scale, China is systematically reducing the pricing power previously held by the Western memory monopoly. For consumers and AI developers, this shift in the supply chain leads to an era of abundant, low-cost memory hardware. For the incumbents, Samsung, SK hynix, and Micron, the era of total market control is coming to a close. The industry spent 2 years focused on the immediate profits of the AI boom, while the foundational economics of memory production were being rewritten. Western dominance over the global memory supply now faces a hard, inescapable expiration date.